What is up, you guys? Welcome back to your channel. We've got a pretty exciting war. At least for me, I thought it was really awesome. For I want to say like 5 hours because I was at work. I was so stressed out about this lane. We're taking on a D69 who, back when OMNI competed for Masters in the first like 7 or 8 seasons, they were always on the radar. We always, whenever we thought we might face them, we're like, all right, guys, we got to buckle up because this Alliance, they're pretty good. I know they always land like Plat 1 Masters, so yeah, we just got to buckle up and make sure we take everything with precaution. So we've got a full path 5. This lane, man, you're gonna see how freaking calculated I took this down. So the plan is for this Darkhawk, which normally you don't, I want to say you don't really want to use Corvus for this unless you're like boosting. If you're not boosting, man, you're just going to take so much damage. But I am running full suicides. I'm going to pop an invulnerability. I got a 20% champ, 50% attack, and a 200% cosmic. So the plan is to get auto blocked. I use an invulnerability because when he has this shield, I'm gonna heavy him to get his shield up and then get myself auto blocked. Now, if looking back, I could have saved that invulnerability. That's 5k loyalty I could have saved if I was just a little smarter. So yeah, I get auto blocked, which was 100% calculated. Still part of my plan. The master plan. But yeah, it's just if I would have just thought, hey, I can just throw the SP1 instead, I don't know why I didn't think about it. So the plan here is to use the L2 even while he has protection on, because it will still hit so hard because I have the cruelty and full suicide, so a lot of attack multipliers, even though it's going to be 60% reduced damage. Alright, so we're going to build up a little bit of power. Go in for another L2. Lands us back at an L2. We're just going to wait a little bit for his shield to be pretty much over. Throw our L2. Because Darkhawk, you actually have a 2-second window, which is nothing, but yeah, this fight went so well. We lost 40% of our health. It's not the end of the world. It's 2 L4 potions. But I really needed this Corvus to hit decently hard for this Nick Fury fight. I don't know how to explain it, but I was freaking shaking. I was like, dude, this is the fight that might kill me. That I might die to this. Like, Nick Fury with a non-mutant, man. It's tough. It's freaking tough. Alright, so the plan here is we have 2 charges. We have full suicides, we have the 200% cosmic. What we're not going to do is we're not going to throw a special attack while he has his protection down, because we're going to hit way too freaking hard. We're going to try to get him as low as possible without throwing a special attack. And then when he has his protection up, that's when we're going to throw in our L2. And so that kind of took me by it took me by surprise. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh shoot, he has an blockable L1. Normally I sometimes I evade the other part. Sometimes I block it, and I just happen to have blocked it. So it was like, oh my god, there goes my invulnerability. But then, so he has his protection back up. I just want him to have less tactical charges just in case. Throw the L2, gets me right back up to an L2. So now I'm looking super pretty. Now I want to just kind of stall so that he keeps degenning. I'm going to take him as low as possible. Going for another L2, gets me just under an L2. Now the plan is to block. That will build up some of my power. It doesn't matter if he throws heavy because this is unblockable. And he's down, man. That fight was so unbelievably well orchestrated. I could not believe my eyes. If it went any more perfect, you guys can report me for hacking, because it went so. I was so content with that fight. All right, now we've got a shared fight. This is a mini. It's power snack, backup recovery, power focus 1. Everything else really doesn't matter. He's not a stubborn defender either. We're gonna use our Doom. Now, for the most part, we had this fight under control. There was one part of this fight where I was like, "Huh!" Almost died there. Although I'm pretty sure Doom can tank an L3 from a mini boss. I have tanked it from Vision Arcus several times in the past. Okay, gonna go in for SP1s mostly because it's gonna allow us to really control his power. Now, I should have pushed him to an L2 because I would have stole more power. But yeah, just a mistake on my part. Gonna block this, some of this, the L1, just because of, yeah, the L1's kind of weird for me to evade. Get in the L2, so it does do a good amount of damage. Now we activate his Unstoppable and actually gets us to an SP1. So, yeah, it's basically the reason we went for it. Then I accidentally Dex. He was at an L3 for a little second. For some reason, he jumped and tried to hit me. I threw my L1, power drained him just over a bar, got myself 2 bars, and then I was ready for an L3. So going for an L3, he doesn't have any kind of protection, so this L3 is actually going to hit pretty hard. So 25.7k, just gonna go through the cycle for Doom, going for an SP1. I must have messed up the combo somehow, because yeah, it just didn't work out how I wanted it to. Going for a combo, and Annihilus Mini is down. I think we ended up at 99 or 98% health, so no potion used there. Then West took on this Korg. West is such an amazing player. He takes on this Korg every single time, and every single time he solos it. So yeah, he's a freaking crazy player. Alright, so our next fight is this Domino. This Domino is kind of scary herself as well, because it's footloose, kinetic. Is it kinetic transference? So if she hits you through your block or any blocked hits, it gives her power. We're gonna use a power start 1 here, so that's another 5k loyalty. So in total for loyalty, we spent 17k, which is pretty heavy for a single alliance war. Although I could have saved 5k. So the plan here is we have to get to an L2. And yeah, just 2 hits in, 1 parry, and she's already at over a bar power. Push her to an L2, she throws her L2, which was really, really lucky for us. And then the armor break from the node from crumbling armor actually yeah, helped us out a little bit with the damage we were taking. Now, remember, I am not running Suicide at this point, and so the L2 is gonna give me a solid amount of power back, just under an L2. So for the most part, this fight was pretty controlled. Yeah, I knew I was gonna hit around the ballpark of 50k, which is 1/3 of her health. So with a 200%, that would be 2 bars. But I was actually hitting about 43, 44k. So yeah, it was just landing just under an L2, which wasn't too bad. Again, survived that fight, took it down really well. Now we got a Thor Ragnarok. So this is another reason I took in Corvus with Proxima. I'm gonna have the True Strike. We can intercept him, and now, yeah, we're just gonna be doing a solid amount of damage against this Thor Rags. And with an L2, he's gonna put us back to an L2. He's gonna throw his special 2. Gonna go in for another L2, and for some reason my game just, I don't know, like it just skipped like 2 frames, so it didn't land the last hit. I threw my SP1 into his block, but yeah, it just had mini lag for just those frames, and that's it. And yeah, luckily he was really, really low, so we managed to take him down with the L1 anyways. Alright, so now we're at 4 charges. We don't exactly have to boost. We just have to intercept once. And yeah, we should hit really, really hard against this Guardian. Guardian actually has the ability to auto-block specials, I believe. I believe it's 15% chance to auto-block and up to 75% chance. I believe it's per charge that he gets. Put it on the 20% champion. I don't think... Yeah, I don't put on suicides for this fight because I have to take on the next fight with Doom. And so yeah, we're gonna go with Corvus. We're gonna try to intercept him. We're still boosted. Those boosts, I believe, I forget if they're 5 or 6 hour boosts, but regardless, man, it's so much cheaper than buying the other ones that only last like less than an hour. I think they actually last like 40. I believe it's like 20 or 15 minutes, then 40, and then an hour. So yeah, these boosts, man, the fact that I can boost once and take my whole entire lane is so good. Alright, we're going to use a combat regen, which is going to save us a little bit on the potion use. And yeah, we're going to heal up pretty much to full. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to be hitting too much. He actually kind of evaded me here. And then I can't forget that he also has the redoubled determination mastery here. Gotta go and evade the SP1. SP1's not too bad to evade. I'm gonna have this permanent shock on me as well. I'm not gonna really care if I take a blocked hit from the SP1 or anything, because at the end of the day, right, as long as I don't die. Okay, so now we're gonna hit pretty hard. Yeah, we're almost hitting 10k. Fury's about to end and going for the L2, and it takes him down. So yeah, pretty content with that fight. We pretty much healed to full. And now we've got another Doom fight. Now people love putting Nova here, even though I think in general it is a good placement. However, if you're playing the Masters Alliance, I think just about everybody is gonna have a Doom. Even if it's a 5-star Doom, 5-star Doom still takes down Nova. Okay, gonna go in for an SP1 so we can nullify. I am running MD4 as well. Don't go in for the intercept just because I wanted to be pretty sure. Go in for a combo, heavy him, SP3. So coming out of this is going to be at an SP3, but we're going to follow the Doom for Dummies guide, where you go medium, medium, triple light, medium, medium, SP1, and we'll be back at an L2. So there you go, medium, medium, and yeah, finish the combo, and then we're gonna SP2. We're gonna deal a solid amount of damage. He's gonna get unblockable, so we just gotta really watch out. And yeah, unblockable's over. Okay, gonna re-parry, going for the SP1. I believe we lose our Fury at this point. Okay, goes an SP1. Now, for the most part, this fight is it's essentially just a slow fight. There's nothing you really have to worry about if you're using Doom correctly. If you know what you're doing, if you know Nova's abilities, you should be fine for the most part. I think aside from Pete, most people should be able to take down Nova with Doom. Okay, so going for a heavy, throw in my SP3, he's down to 34% health. I took a combo, he sidestepped me, which caught me off guard. I was like, what? This dude's got better skills than me. Alright, so we throw in L3, going for the Doom combo. Get into an SP3, power drain, and then SP2. It's gonna get him unblockable, but we really don't care. We just gotta stall a little bit until he just dies. And yeah, so that's Nova down. We've taken, I believe, 8 fights so far. 2 on our lane. Oh, no, is it? No, 7 fights, I'm sorry. Yeah, 7 fights. I believe 3 of them were like shared or minis. And we've got this rank 3 Killmonger. So I'm like, damn it, dude. Rank 3, okay. And so I swap back on Suicides. He's running Suicides, so I'm like, oh my god, thank you, Lord. Thank you so much, Lord. He's losing 2k health every second. For some reason, I go and invade the L2, or L1. If you guys didn't know, actually, I actually didn't really know, but so special attacks on this node, they're not completely unblockable. I thought the first part of the L1 was going to be unblockable, and things with flight time are not unblockable. So his knives, you can block both of them and then just evade the kick that he does at the end. Alright, and we're on to the last fight of the war. It's a Hyperion aspect of evolution, improved power gain, which is probably the scarier one. I'm not crazy worried about the aspect of evolution because with Doom, our power control is just going to be nuts. Plus, we're going to be stealing his power gain buff as well. And yeah, we throw a heaven. He's already an SP1. I'm like, what the hell? Like, okay, we gotta be a little more careful. Cause he gained his, oh my god, he gained a bar of power so fast. I was like, oh my god. The GG's. Can't slip up because every time we push him over a bar of power, he's gonna get stronger and stronger. His crit resistance is gonna go up and up. He's gonna get more armor. We're gonna be hitting less, and it is possible to time out. I mean, aspect evolution is a tough fight. Okay, so going for the Doom combo. Going for an SP1 to power steal him. We do not go for another SP2 here. We just we just make sure that we have an L3 ready. Go in for another L3. He's down to 44% health, so it's going really, really well. Alright, so this SP3 does a good amount of damage because we already have a Fury on. So yeah, 41k on the L3, which is nuts. Going for an SP1 and then throw an L2. And yeah, that takes him down. So yeah, 9 fights. Some difficult fights in there, some tricky fights, but man, all that planning came through. We didn't die to that. I'm just so glad we didn't die to that Nick Fury. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys in the next one. The total use, item use was 122 units, 17k loyalty, 4 level 4 potions, and 1 level 3. So yeah, pretty expensive, but yeah, made it out alive. And I hope you guys enjoyed the war video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.